up the five. I can't fuck with none of these lanes, they were fucking lame.
Hello, everyone. This is Slatter.
Shania Boyd.
And this is the Wolves Den. All right. Brought to you by GTA Sports Network. Make sure you follow Indianapolis Wolves on all social media platforms. GTA Sports Network, GTA Heat Check. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to GTA Sports on YouTube as well as Indianapolis Wolves. Because we need to get our subscribers up because this is the first episode of the podcast. Very first one. And I get to the lovely opportunity to have the GM of the Indianapolis Wolves, Shania Boyd. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. See how it's working good. You're flowing. Good. So, since it's the first episode, I got a few questions set up here, and I want you to let the world know in our GTA Sports audience, who is Shania Boyd?
Well, a lot of people know me as Naya. I go by Naya. And a lot of people knows me as tall. I'm very tall. I'm 6'4". I should be playing for the Wolves, right?
Right. We'll get into that later as to why that's not gonna happen. But go ahead.
Let's see. Okay, so Shania Boyd, aka Naya, is a retired hooper that stopped playing ball. I'm trying to figure out how I want to say it. Okay. I stopped playing basketball my junior year of high school. But I randomly got picked up by this school. This is crazy. I don't remember the name.
Okay.
But it was in Freeport, Illinois. Maybe like 2 hours away from Chicago.
Right.
And I got picked up randomly, knowing I haven't picked up a ball in 2 years before that. Didn't last long. I didn't even make it to the season. It was a lot going on at that school. Yeah. And there was a lot going on with my knees. So I just decided not to play basketball no more. During school. I think I lasted like school for 1 month. I was out. It was a lot. So I decided to work with basketball, like help kids develop, train kids, give them the connections I have or had.
I got you.
I want them to have the same thing I did because I know a lot of W players, so it's like,
right.
I want them to meet them just like I did, you know. I want to help grow the game, the women's game, really.
Right.
Men's too, you could say. I don't know much about.
No. You're good. I don't want to interrupt your story, but I just want to let them know that unlike a lot of the podcasts you may see on DJ Sports, this one's very special, near and dear to me because it's the first podcast that I'm really channeling for women. This is for women's basketball. This is a women's basketball podcast, a platform for our women. It's a growing game. And on behalf of the Indianapolis Wolves, as well as WNBA, we're going to be covering a lot of women's sports right here. So I just want to make sure I throw that out there.
Yeah, I'm all about the W. I'm sure something.
Oh, yeah.
And so I want to help these young girls love the game. And if they don't know anything about the game, I want to teach it. So let's fast forward to after all that basketball stuff I had going on.
Yeah.
I became a GM for a semi-pro team. I honestly did not have that on my bingo card.
Man.
It became a blessing.
It did. Amen.
Shout out to Aaron.
Shout out to Aaron.
I don't think I've ever seen myself being a GM like when I was younger. I've honestly seen myself like playing. But I have knee issues, so I'm not able to play like I really want to. Deep down inside, I still would love to play, but I'm like out of shape.
Yeah.
Knees are really bad.
I have a
That's
question about that, and I didn't want to ask you earlier because you was telling your story, and I want people to get the background. Do
yeah.
you feel like that school failed you on the rehab for your knees? As far as like, how do you feel about the medical staff or the trainers of that particular school? You ain't got to name them out loud, call them out or anything, but like, do you feel like they kind of like dropped the ball on your knee situation at that time, or were you not really cognitive of the situation?
Okay, I'm not going to drop the name of the school.
Obviously. All right. But
But some people know me, so they go,
they gonna
but it
put two
don't
and
matter.
two together. I got you. I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, man, I don't know how to describe it. For my college, I don't think my coach knew what to do with me
Okay.
because of my, because like I said, this was random. I don't know if I told y'all, but I got picked up at a mall. I was at Greenwood Mall. And the coach saw me and was like, "Do you hoop?" I'm like, "No, I don't hoop no more." And he like really got me to sign a freaking contract to play for him, knowing my knees are really bad, but I wanted to give it a go because I did miss basketball. I
Right.
played volleyball freshman year in college, by the way. It's awesome. Um, but volleyball, I mean, you gotta cut that out.
No, you're good. You're good. It's okay.
But basketball and my knees, them schools, I would say high school, they helped me out a little bit, but there's not much I can do about my knees, if that makes sense. I have a rare disease in my knees.
Mhm.
I don't even know how to say it. It's hard to describe. I can give you a few things that I go through with my knees, I guess. They swell up out the blue.
Mhm.
I could just be laying here and they just swell up from like a previous day from not doing nothing. I could just, it's really a lot that I go through. It could be very painful. You can see my knee being swollen, but it's not going to be painful. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's hard to walk. When I was younger, I had trouble. Yeah, I had trouble walking sometimes because you could tell my knees would be red too.
Right.
I tore my meniscus my freshman year of high
Mm.
school.
Mm.
Or I might have tore it before that and didn't know. We don't know when I tore it. But I got
Oh.
that taken on my right knee. I had surgery on
Oh.
my right knee. But I
Okay.
have with both of my knees. And it's like, why me? You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to go to W or I wanted to play overseas, but I can't because I grew too fast. That's one of the issues the doctors told me was that I grew too fast at a very
Mm. Mm.
so
At least you grew. You know, once I got to high school, I didn't grow no more. I've been 5'7" since I got to high school. So yeah, at least you grew.
but the
Some of us
crazy
don't get that lucky.
I stopped growing like in middle school.
Yeah.
So I was like,
That's crazy.
why did I grow so much? But
Yeah.
yeah, that's my little story of why I don't play ball anymore.